Imagine sinking nearly 5,000 feet beneath the ocean's surface. The friendly shapes of shallow water life fade away, replaced by forms that feel warped, stretched, and unfinished. Eyes grow unnaturally large or disappear entirely. Bodies elongate. Limbs appear in places that seem almost wrong. It feels less like natural evolution and more like nature experimenting in the dark, bending familiar animals into something unsettling. Among all the creatures transformed by the deep, squids stand out the most. Some become transparent as if erased. Others trade soft suction cups for sharp hooks, and a few evolve into shapes so bizarre they barely resemble squids at all. The deeper you go, the stranger they become. But why does this happen? And why do squids, more than most animals, seem to take on these nightmarish forms? The sunlit and shallow waters. Near the surface, squids look familiar and even graceful. Reef squids drift through bright water, flashing colors across their skin. They live in the epipelagic zone, where sunlight fuels life and food is plentiful. This is the squid most people picture, streamlined, balanced, and unmistakably alive in a world that feels normal. Here, survival favors speed, camouflage, and intelligence rather than intimidation. But this balance does not last long. As depth increases and light weakens, evolution begins to rewrite the rules. The twilight zone. A few hundred meters down, the ocean enters a dim realm often called the twilight zone. Sunlight still exists, but only as a faint glow from above. Plants vanish. Food becomes scarce. Squids living here begin to change. The firefly squid introduces one of the first major adaptations, bioluminescence. Tiny light-producing organs cover its body, allowing it to glow softly in the dark. Instead of being frightening, it almost looks beautiful, like a living constellation drifting underwater. At the very bottom of this zone, the tone shifts. The Humboldt squid marks the first truly unsettling transformation. Growing over 6 feet long and weighing close to 100 pounds, these squids abandon subtlety entirely. Their suction cups evolve into sharp hooks capable of tearing flesh. They hunt aggressively and even attack members of their own species. Known as the red devils of the sea, Humboldt squids flash violent red and white patterns to communicate during group hunts. Unlike most squids, they work together, coordinating attacks with surprising intelligence. They move fast, faster than any human swimmer could manage. While encounters with people are rare and fatalities non-existent, their behavior alone is enough to earn their fearsome reputation. The midnight zone. Drop deeper than 1,000 meters and sunlight vanishes completely. This is the midnight zone, a world of eternal darkness, crushing pressure, and near-freezing temperatures. Here, squids cross a line from strange to genuinely disturbing. One of the most infamous residents is a squid that appears to have human-like teeth. Known as Promachoteuthis, this creature looks like a nightmare sketch brought to life. Those teeth, however, are not true teeth at all. They are folded lips surrounding a sharp beak, used to slice tiny prey. That explanation offers science, but not comfort. Sharing this zone is the longest squid on Earth, the giant squid. A textbook example of deep-sea gigantism, it can reach lengths estimated at over 40 feet. Its eyes are the largest in the animal kingdom, wider than dinner plates, designed to detect the faintest movements in darkness. The giant squid's fame comes largely from its battles with sperm whales. These whales dive thousands of meters to hunt them, returning to the surface scarred with circular marks from massive tentacles. Squid beaks, indestructible by digestion, have been found inside whale stomachs. These clues revealed the giant squid's existence long before humans ever filmed one alive. Despite its terrifying size, the giant squid is not considered aggressive toward humans, mostly because humans almost never meet them. In their world, they are ambush predators, striking fish and other squids from the darkness. Cannibalism, it turns out, is common among deep-sea squids. Why grow so large? One theory suggests that in cold, food-poor environments, larger bodies conserve energy better. Another suggests that size allows animals to travel farther in search of meals or mates. Whatever the reason, giant squids remain deeply mysterious. We do not know their lifespan, population size, or breeding habits. Even now, they feel like legends that happen to be real. The abyssal zone. Below the midnight zone lies the abyssal zone, stretching from 4,000 to 6,000 meters deep. This is the abyss, a pitch-black expanse under immense pressure where time itself seems to slow. Food here arrives mostly as marine snow, tiny organic particles drifting down from far above. Life moves carefully, conserving energy at all costs. One resident is Aspertuthius, a squid that looks more like a floating ribbon than an animal. It can reach lengths of around 15 feet but is incredibly thin and gelatinous. It drifts rather than swims, possibly sensing vibrations with long, trailing arms. Almost everything about it remains unknown. At the very bottom of this zone lives the heaviest squid ever discovered, the colossal squid. Despite the similar name, it is not closely related to the giant squid. The two evolved separately, each adapting to deep environments in different ways. The colossal squid is shorter but far bulkier, reaching lengths near 35 feet and weighing over 1,000 pounds. Its tentacles are lined with rotating hooks that twist into prey. Once it grabs hold, escape becomes nearly impossible. Its beak is strong enough to slice through bone. With eyes measuring around 11 inches across, the colossal squid rivals or surpasses the giant squid in visual power. It is the heavyweight champion of the squid world, built for raw strength rather than speed. If the two ever met, the outcome would depend on distance. The giant squid has reach and agility. The colossal squid has brute force and lethal hooks, but such a battle is unlikely. Giant squids prefer slightly warmer, oxygen-rich waters, while colossal squids remain in the icy depths near Antarctica. Both, however, share a common enemy. Sperm whales hunt them relentlessly, diving into darkness guided by echolocation. The scars left behind tell stories of violent struggles fought far below the surface. The hadal zone. Deeper still lies the hadal zone, beginning around 6,000 meters and descending into ocean trenches like the Mariana Trench, nearly 11,000 meters deep. This is the absolute bottom of the ocean. Here, life becomes sparse. Only the simplest organisms survive easily. Yet one squid haunts this depth like a ghost, the bigfin squid, also known as Magnapinna. We have never captured one alive. We have never studied a full adult. Everything we know comes from grainy footage showing an eerie figure drifting with impossibly long arms, bent at sharp angles like a marionette suspended in darkness. Some individuals appear to reach around 20 feet in length, though they may grow larger. They do not seem to swim actively. Instead, they hover, conserving energy. Movement is expensive here, and stillness may be the ultimate survival strategy. The bent arms likely help control a wide net of tentacles without tangling. Their translucent skin reflects almost no light, offering camouflage even against bioluminescent predators. These explanations are educated guesses. Proof remains out of reach. The true terror of the bigfin squid is not aggression, but mystery. We know less about it than about giant squids, and giant squids are already poorly understood. The unseen ocean. Less than 5% of the deep ocean has been explored. Many known squids were discovered by accident, inferred from whale stomachs or fleeting camera footage. Sperm whales do not dive into the hadal zone, meaning whatever lives there remains almost entirely hidden. Some scientists suspect there may be larger, slower-moving relatives of the bigfin squid that escape detection entirely. In a world where movement is minimal and darkness absolute, it is possible to exist unseen. Squids are not monsters. They are survivors shaped by pressure, cold, and scarcity. Their eerie forms are solutions to impossible problems. Still, the deeper we look, the more the ocean reminds us how little we know. The deep sea is not just dark water, it is a world where evolution experiments freely, where familiar animals become unrecognizable, and where mysteries wait in silence. If creatures like the bigfin squid drift beneath us, unseen and unstudied, one question lingers quietly. What else is still down there, waiting for us to notice it?